Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today I'm kind of in a hurry. Don't have a bunch of a time, but I do have a video, guys, today. The Admiral Makarov. This is the ship that is in the store under offers for sale. We're gonna grab our daily reward, but as you see, it is currently on sale. I don't think this is one that you can get for global XP, however, guys. If so, check the pinned comments down below. But this is a Nuremberg, and I love Nuremberg, so we're gonna make this video real quick because there isn't a whole lot different on it, to be honest with you, other than it's in Russia. So in reality, this is the cruiser. This is Nuremberg after it got transferred after the war to Russia. Um, for commander, we're using Kuzganov. Reason being, you're going to use HE and AP. Both are fantastic. Mbelli, and we're using Dorman on this build. You could switch whatever you wanted on this. Honestly, Makawa for this thing wouldn't be bad because it has some really poor detection for what it is. And then for our skills, Burn It Down XXL, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Refill Station. So you only get a sonar. Granted, sonars are handy, and I do use it a fair amount. But that's your only consumable besides your repair party. And for our modifications, aiming system mod 1 and prop mod to get started and going quite quickly. You're going to need that to dodge shells in this. Survivability, 27,000 hit points, but as you guys know, as a Nuremberg, if you get hit right, that doesn't matter. That thing could be a million, and you're still going to lose all your health. Uh, so for your main battery, you have 9 150s. They reload in 5 seconds. You do have the 360-degree turrets on the rear, which is really nice. Shell grouping 2.1. The dispersion is pretty good for tier 5. You do have quarter pen HE. It keeps the characteristics of Nuremberg, right? That's what it is. So you do have the really good HE pen. Uh, and then also the AP is really good. Like that's what Nuremberg is, a DPM monster if you can stay alive in it. And I have tendencies to problem to stay alive in it in the ship, just like anybody else getting back into Nuremberg again after not playing it a while. But very solid AP and HE, so do not be afraid to use AP if you get a broadside. Even on battleships, I wouldn't say beltline, but superstructure and side plating are open for business. All right, so for your secondary armament, you have eight, but it's short, right? Torpedoes, you do have the German torpedoes, right? They're 6 kilometers instead of the Russian 4. They are handy to have. Again, more defensive than anything. AA defense, a little bit better than Nuremberg, but still not great. You know, you unless you're going up against a Japanese carrier, you're not going to be shooting down a ton. Speed wise, not bad. For the tier, the turning circle is kind of bad. It's a longer ship. Rudder's pretty good, and it does take. For me, it feels like the engine does take a lot to start and stern. That's a start and stop. That's why we have the prop mod. Detectability by in range is terrible for a cruiser, man. There's battleships at the tier with the same detectability with this, and you got to be careful with that. And the big weakness with this ship is the armor. There just is none, right? So you can take this off. I know that's plating, but you really don't want to be trying to angle unless you're going up against cruisers. Your bow and stern is 16. Your side plating is 25. What does that mean? Essentially, for most battleships, this is what they're looking at, right? Because none of your armor other matters. And I can tell you, this thing gets absolutely wrecked if you go broadside. And even if you don't go broadside, you can get wrecked. As we start the match, it's disclaimer time. This is a beginner's video meant to help people new to the ship or new to the game. This is not meant for professional gamers that know everything there is to know about everything in the universe. There are multiple ways to play and build this ship, and I am an above average player, not the world's best. I make mistakes. You may see one in this match. You didn't come here for pronunciations. I'm as good as anybody at slaughtering beautiful languages all the time. With that out of the way, guys, we're on trap. And I'm going to show you guys right away how dumb I can be in my daily dumb moment. I'm going to shoot my guns while being completely broadside, and then think it's okay to keep sailing broadside. I do angle a little bit, but having played Nuremberg, or playing this ship in Nuremberg not for a while, this is the results you get, and I should have known better than that, right? So, because I've already started shooting, I don't quit. And one thing I do want to say is sometimes you need to stop shooting your guns and get into a better position. Now, in this match, I kind of make this work. We're not going to be in this match very long. I think we're going to be in this match probably like only 5 more minutes or 6 more minutes. But this is going to showcase what you can do in them 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to be pretty effective, having lost all our health pretty much right away, right? And that's all it takes. You do one little mistake in this ship, and to be fair, that was a pretty big mistake. I'm kind of an idiot. That's what it takes. And you play back reeling the rest of the time. So over here, actually, we have the good side of their team. This is going to be a lot of players that are solid over on this side. In fact, I think all three of the players that spawn over here are going to end up having the other team's highest totals. And don't worry, guys, I will be doing a bunch more ship videos. But this one, being it's only on sale this week, I know some people wanted to do it, and I know not a lot of other creators are going to showcase this ship, which is absolutely fine, and I understand it. It's not a rip on anybody, but for those of you guys wondering, this is a Nuremberg. And while I have my disapprovals about reskin ships, this one is historically accurate, and I don't get frustrated with this one. And honestly, because it was historically did happen, right? I definitely feel like this is a good one to have in the game. And also, it's in a different country, and it's a premium ship. So that makes it a little bit better when stuff is like that. So, you know, Nuremberg being a tech tree ship, and this one being a premium, kind of cool, right? You can actually use this one. I will, because I forgot this was Nuremberg. I actually will be using this quite often, you know, for my premium 5s. You're going to see in this match, we're going to do some significant amount. Also, when you get opportunities to kite in this thing, I'm not a big fan of kiting normally, because you have to have people chase you in order to kite. As you can see, our 360-degree turrets of Nuremberg. We're going to switch over to AP and shoot. I'm not normally a person of kiting, but because most of your guns are on the back and they're 360-degree turrets where you can swivel and they're always going to be in position, this is one of them ships that excels very well at kiting or using the back of an island to shoot. You're going to see that a little bit later. You're going to see Nuremberg started with full health on this battle that we're having. And you're going to see here how this one ends with me in Nuremberg. And we're going to throw some torps out, which this is a good example right there. Them torps would never reach that distance if it was normal Russian ship. So we have the German range on them, which is nice. We're going to go ahead and go to finish off Strasbourg, as we did have a permanent fire going on them. And that's the beauty of this ship, right? You have good AP when the opportunity presents itself. And the HE, while it doesn't have a ton of damage, it has a decent fire chance, and it pins everything, meaning you're going to do more damage than normal if you can get these guns on target. Now you can see Nuremberg having a good old blast, right? But given the opportunity, if you're going to play close in this ship, you definitely want to, all right? And then use island cover. Like this, I wouldn't be out in the middle of nowhere with this thing. In fact, this is kind of showcasing you can get away with the rudder. It's pretty dodgy. It's, you know, starting and stopping. You can get away with a lot of stuff, but you can see here, I just go dark here because this isn't accomplishing anything being this far back. Nobody's really chasing me. But then a destroyer gets spotted. I'm debating on shooting, but I'm wondering if our destroyer is going to eat a bunch of torps. So I figured I would try to help out while I could, even if it does cost me my life. And because we were shooting, I just keep shooting because I'm an idiot. There's times, guys, the one thing I've been learning lately, as I'm becoming a pretty good cruiser player. There's times it's okay to not shoot your guns. But I hadn't played Nuremberg or this ship in a long time. And I forgot that. Particularly, this is one of them ships. Now, you can see we switch over to AP, and we're actually chunking Gneisenau with our AG. But you're going to see AP works pretty good, too, if you get it into the superstructure or the side plating. I'm not aiming. I'm used to Russian ships being more direct, and these are a little bit lobby. That is the German shells, obviously. And this is what I'm talking about here. We're going to get behind this island, and I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to start farming Gneisenau here pretty effectively. And if you get an opportunity to do this, I would do it, because with your front mast being so far up on the ship, you can hang the back of your ship out quite far. But right now, I know our team is winning the other side, so looking pretty good. I'm being a little bit more dangerous than I probably would. And these guys over here seem to be decent players, so I want to get rid of them. And we're going to go ahead and do the best we can to do that. So we're going to actually, you're going to see we're using AP. For some reason, sometimes it was targeting the mountain. I'm not talking about the front guns. You'll see a few times that the rear gun's separated. We're using our sonar here to kind of just see what's over here. We know we're going to get pushed, so we're going to try to take as much down with us as we can. Nuremberg's backing up. This obviously isn't going to end well for me, but I was actually hoping, as you can see, we're going to load up AP on Nuremberg and absolutely crush them and get our high caliber. But I should have, honestly, probably waited for them to come around the corner instead of me kind of charging around. That would have made a difference there. But again, tier 5, doing 100 and some thousand, getting rid of, trying to help getting rid of a destroyer, doing quite a bit on our side, right? Kind of a big thing. So we did definitely help out our team. And again, this is a Nuremberg, right? So for most people, they're going to already have experience with this ship. And I like it. Like, I'm not saying go and buy it, but I don't ever tell anybody buy or not buy stuff. But if you like Nuremberg, you're going to like this ship because it's a premium version with a little bit better AA. Anyway, you guys, as you can see here, we clearly helped our team win. We're going to end up top of leaderboard with a 2,500 up base game. Pretty solid at tier 5. But anyway, you guys have a super wonderful day, and I will see you folks next time.